Hello Namibia, and welcome to your daily lunchtime show where we get to catch up on current events and headlines. My name is Priska Anyolo and you are watching NMH at 1. Due to increased testing for COVID-19 in Namibia and the time required to officially verify new cases, an update on new cases in the country is again only expected at lunchtime today. By Saturday, the country had 785 confirmed cases. A first death subscribed to the novel coronavirus was reported on Friday. Many questions are still being asked about the details surrounding this incident, questions which the health authorities have not yet answered. Walvis Bay remains the epicenter of the local outbreak in the Irongo region. By Saturday, this region accounted for 92% of all confirmed cases in Namibia. New cases has also been reported in the Ohangwena, Oshana and Karas regions. In our video segments, we start off with news from the Kavango West region. More than 300 learners at the Levi Hakusembe Secondary School were sent home this morning because of sewage and ablution problems at the school. Kenya Kamboe spoke to NANSO's regional chairperson, Stephanus Kudumo. NANSO and NANTU, as Teachers Union, has set an ultimatum of 7 days for these problems to be remedied.
Could you just tell us what happened today?
Currently, we released learners to go home due to, after we assessed the environment of Levi Hakusembe, the finding was very negative to the health of the patient. It's an hazard area right now as we speak. We find that in the hostel of boys, water is running all over the one that's been used already. So it's unacceptable when someone to live in that environment. Even to a girl's side, you find that there are some toilets that are not working. So now it cannot help a group of people. We are talking of 150 plus who are living in the hostel just to use 3 toilets, and some they are not functioning. And coming to running water, most of the blocks, both girls and boys, waters are not there. And again, to the area of the drainage is sending back the used water already to the area where it comes from again. And learners are stepping over on those water. Now this one is leading to, it's no more COVID-19 that we are worried. We are worried about hepatitis E, the cholera, we talk of diarrhea also. So I know learners, they are worried about the syllabus and not to be completed, but they should first, we are talking about healthy, should be present. If somebody is healthy, then I'm sure they can complete their syllabi and very professional. Now, these two organizations as NANSO, we come front to represent our members and release them to go home. If we leave them sleeping in that area which is not healthy, at the end they will say, no, our learners, they are suffering like this, or our children, they are like this and this, but we are there for them. Why can't we do it? We have to release them and request the Director of Education to come front as well to resolve this matter. At least within these 7 days, starting from Monday today until Sunday this week, at least they should show a case that they
The Namibia Integrated Landscape Approach for Enhancing Livelihood and Environmental Governance to Eradicate Poverty was launched over the weekend. The Minister of Environment, Forestry and Tourism, Pohamba Shifeta, officiated at this event in Ondangwa. Ifeni Nanjato provided this excerpt from the minister's message.
improving environmental governance, sustainable management of our natural resources, and enhancing livelihoods for poverty eradications in our rural areas through nature-based enterprises. Director of Ceremonies, the project will directly support 5 sites in our country called focal landscape in 5 regions, namely Msati, Angwena, Kavango West, Zambezi, and Kunene. At these sites, the project will seek to achieve a significant reduction in deforestation rates while enhancing agricultural productivity, biodiversity conservation, sustainable management of natural resources, and the income of small-scale food producers living in these landscapes. Coordination structures will be established at the landscape level, ensure that at least 20,000 people across the 5 focal landscapes benefit directly from the project's interventions. They should also improve cross-sectoral collaboration between different sectors, including private and public, in the fields of forestry, wildlife, agriculture, livestock, water and energy, tourism, and other areas of development. And it will also address issues related to human-wildlife livestock ecosystem interface and the sustainable value chain development. Testimony to our commitment to have a positive impact on the livelihoods of our people is that the majority of the funding for this project will be allocated to initiatives and interventions that support on-the-ground actions. This will include support to the restoration of our degraded land, support to agroforestry, and sustainable crop and rangeland management, as well as nature-based enterprise development. This equally includes through tourism and value addition and processing of our natural products. At least, I'm informed 50% of the project beneficiaries will be female. In addition to this,
The Grove Mall, together with Checkers and Namib Mills, made a significant donation towards the Home of Good Hope initiative. Yolanda Now reports.
The Grove Mall, together with Checkers Grove and Namib Mills, have teamed up recently to assist Home of Good Hope and delivered food to the value of 55,000 Namibian dollars. The Home of Good Hope initiative is a non-profit organization providing nutrition, health, preschool, after-school care and homework support services to more than 800 at-risk children, as well as health care and nutritional support to their parents. Learners are supported to attend and remain in school with uniform, shoes and school supplies, Qualified children are supported to attend university. With schools closed during the lockdown, the need for childcare services increased from school days to full days, placing an increased burden on the organization in the provision of daily food, which is key to maintaining children's immune systems in the current environment. The donation included maize meal, tinned fish, rice, soup, and pasta.
On today's front pages, the Namibian Sun leads with yesterday's assurances by President Hage Geingob that SWAPO did not benefit from proceeds of the fish rot corruption scandal. The well-known cardiologist Dr. Simon Bashir also explains why circumstances forced him to quit operating at the state's cardiac surgery unit. The Namibian quotes sources alleging that SWAPO did indeed receive funds from the Icelandic fishing company Samherji, in spite of the ruling party's claims to the contrary. Like the Namibian, all dailies today carry reports on the first death contributed to COVID-19 in Namibia, which was announced on Friday. The Allgemeine Zeitung also leads with yesterday's press conference by SWAPO and reports on a diamond bust in the capital city of Windhoek. Republicaans' lead photo shows light snow reported in the vicinity of Aus. The Afrikaans Daily also reports on challenges in the Erongo region to cope with increasing numbers of positive COVID-19 cases. New Era also reports on the pandemic fears in Walvis Bay, while political commentators believe a new political party, which Dr. Panduleni Itula, the independent candidate in last year's presidential election, wants to register, will only further erode other parties' support bases. From the inside pages of Namibia's daily newspapers, Republican reports that at least one Namibian truck driver has been injured in violence during a rowdy transport strike in neighboring South Africa. Truck drivers in South Africa are against the use of foreign drivers. The Namibian states that the income of Namibia's Environmental Investment Fund will be negatively affected by the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on global tourism. According to the Namibian Sun, lawyers representing former Fisheries Minister Bernard Esau and his son-in-law Tamson Atukulipi in a bail application continue to keep lawyers who have not been charged for the alleged involvement in the fish rot scandal in their crosshairs. Allgemeine Zeitung reports that the High Court found the roads authority liable in an accident which happened because of cattle finding their way onto the busy road between Windhoek and Rehoboth. According to New Era, the political party NUDO banned one of their well-known leaders from vying for leadership positions for 2 years because of his alleged support in 2019 for the independent candidate Mr. Panduleni Itula. Remember to get your copy of Namibia Media Holdings Dailies tomorrow. Our annual restaurant guide and DIY guide for 2020 is one of the free inserts in tomorrow's editions. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Priska Agnolo, and you've been watching NMH at 1. Please do have a great Monday ahead and a week as well. Goodbye.